Hello, it is me, Snowsen, and I've decided to continue on, I guess, not really a project I started like a year ago, but a year ago I made a video where I was trying to remake a mystery craft I saw in Armored Core 4. Now, the mystery solved, it was just a type Kraken with with a different laser blade on the left arm in the reg 1.0. So it was kind of a boring mystery, so to speak. But I did have a lot of fun making that craft, and so I've made the fastest craft in Armored Core 4, kind of. So I'm gonna go back to that first craft I made a year ago now, and show you what I learned from it. So yes, this was the craft. So the main thing I learned about this craft was when doing the booster setup for it. The Polaris is a really good booster, but also just the general tunings I have on it as well. Pretty much because of the FCS I use. I think other than the arm's maneuverability, I just dumped everything into a speed, especially here with the quick boost. And so of course training ability as well. So if we take this into the test, it'll take a second. If you watched that video from a year ago, you already know that with second staging, it can reach the 1000s pretty comfortably. But this obviously isn't the limit of the speed in this game, but it is surprisingly close, at least when it comes to practicality. The thing that's very nice about this one that I made was that you don't because of the Polaris booster, you don't have to worry too much when you are doing a bunch of chain boosting and everything. I guess the only real issue I have with this mech is I would switch around the back weapons, because the laser cannon has a better... It's better to use with the rifle than, the other way around, but that's just my gameplay style. And so I'll go ahead now and actually go to the craft that I just made, which is the fastest. Not really, but it is pretty fast. And so the insides are exactly the same, including the tunings. What's different is pretty much the whole frame, and of course the weapon choice. So I'm using a reverse joint. I'm using the Alicia Lakes. I was thinking about maybe using these other legs here, but I settled on the Alicia legs because the weights and EN cost aren't that much different. And, I just wanted to use them for the aesthetics, but I guess for a reverse joint, the other legs are a lot better for that. But for the most part, I imagine the difference isn't too great. And so the head I'm using, I decided to switch to the Tellus head instead of keeping with the Kraken head, mostly because of the EN cost. So I did change the generator from the GAN to the Aaliyah, because the Aaliyah gen has almost the exact same generator output while being a lot less weightier. So if we go to the GAN gen, you'll see that it's, yes, this generator. This one is a lot weightier, while the Aaliyah gen doesn't have too much less output. The only boon, or bane, that the Aaliyah gen has is that it has a really, doesn't have a lot of energy capacity, which is fine for this mech at least. And so because I'm on reverse joint legs as well, I removed the laser blade entirely and switched that with a rifle. I chose the MRR 102 because this rifle shoots at a different fire rate, and the damage is decent, as well as it having a good amount of ammo. But really, the rifle could change. Both of these rifles could change around, I think. It's mostly just preference here. And of course, I have the laser cannon switched around. And so if we go ahead and test this, so it's honestly about as fast as the other craft. Go figure. The insides are nearly exactly the same. And the only real difference is that the legs have changed. In fact, with that original craft, if you simply changed the core to the Solu core, I imagine it'd be a bit faster without really changing much of anything. I just decided to do all these other changes just for, not just for fun, but I wanted to experiment more. And so, let's see if I can beat the final mission on hard with this thing.
We've confirmed an unidentified craft approaching Anatolia. That's... Why is that armored core here? Stay back! Something's not right here!
Hey. I guess there's little need for words.
And that does it. So other than my bad piloting, I'd say that went pretty well. So, I forgot to explain this, but pretty much the main reason why I am using a reverse joint is because I wanted not only just a fast next, but a really efficient one as well. And so if I want speed somewhat omnidirectionally, then going with a reverse joint would help with that, since I could get off the ground way quicker. With a lot less energy too, which helps with the generator choice. Of course, you know, FC is in blue. I don't really have much more to say. I mean, it's not technically the fastest next you can make in this game. You would just slap... I imagine at this point you would just change the main booster to, like, Aaliyah or Virtue, change the legs to Judith. And yeah, I mean, yeah, that'll pretty much be it. I mean, you could change the head to the other head, but I don't think the difference would be too much. But yeah, we're pretty much done here. I hope you learned something.